I'm Greg Jarrett, and you are in the strategy room. One of the major issues President Obama will address in tonight's State of the Union will be taxes. According to the Washington Examiner, the president has for 6 years in a row tried to push for tax increases without much success. Joining us now to talk about it, political strategist Joe Listingi and Brad Blakeman. Gentlemen, welcome. Joe, higher estate, capital gains, bank taxes. I mean, look, even in a Democratic Congress, he probably couldn't get those passed. This is a Republican-controlled Congress. It's dead on arrival, so what's the point?
Well, the president is playing some political chess here, and I think he's actually thinking long-term. He's really doing a great job framing the debate, because part of this package that he's putting forward is these capital gains and inheritance taxes on earners of $500,000 or more, but on the backside are tax cuts for middle-class families that need to go through. And what he's staging up here is where Republicans will fall. Will they fall in support of the people who earn $500,000, or will they choose to fight for middle-class families? And it's a debate that he's had in the past. If you recall, in 2013, he's done this. He's
ginning up a partisan debate. Let me turn to you, Brad, and ask you about that, because, I mean, it's a fair point that Joe makes. Is the president trying for partisan political purposes to give the GOP a black eye, and might it become quite effective?
Not at all. Yeah, he's trying to give us a black eye, but the president isn't playing chess. He's playing Russian roulette with a bullet in every chamber, because he's advancing something that cannot possibly pass. And if his modus operandi is, again, to poke Republicans in the eye after the American people spoke loudly and clearly that this is not the kind of action they want out of President Obama, then I think he fails in the end. The bottom line is this Robin Hood theory of economics that you just take from the rich and give to the poor doesn't work when 1 out of every 5 Americans is on some kind of public assistance, be it food stamps, welfare, Medicaid, or otherwise. And our debt has now reached almost $19 trillion, almost double that what he came in with.
You know, Joe, the top 6 issues, according to Americans: economy, healthcare, terrorism, foreign policy, ISIS, immigration. The latest Fox News polls that just came out show the president gets failing marks on every single one of those issues. So going into this State of the Union address, I mean, he doesn't have much political juice, does he?
Well, except for the fact that the economy is actually booming based on when he inherited it. It's been 6 years. He's turned this economy around. This is the best growth we've had since Clinton. I mean, this has been the public opinion polls will come around eventually. As you can tell, some of these, his numbers have already started to strengthen when it comes to trust on these issues. And let us not forget also that the Dow is doing well. Things are turning around and going in the right direction. The public opinion will follow soon. So his political capital is sitting there, and he sees it, and that's why this is more of a chess move.
You know, let me just throw a couple of stats in response to Joe. Latest Fox poll, condition of the economy: 75% of Americans say it is poor, and a majority of Americans give the president check the box disapproval in the president's handling of the economy. Brad?
Well, look, and add to that a majority of Americans believe the country's on the wrong track. So saying this is a booming economy, it's not how well Wall Street's doing, it's how good Main Street's doing, and Main Street isn't doing very well. We still have 15 million people. We still have 15 million people out of work. We've had people who left the job market altogether. There's nothing in the President's State of the Union has been leaked so far that talks about giving people jobs and getting people back to work and the dignity of a job. It's not us sending money to the government that gins up the economy. It's us spending money amongst ourselves.
Joe, the job growth numbers last year completely false, because we grew more jobs. We've added more jobs to this economy than we have since 1999. Public opinion will come around, but his policies have been winning here.
Well, no, his policies have been a disaster for our country. And don't take my word for it. Listen to the polls that Greg just cited. Almost every category, the American people reject this president, and there was no more rejection than in November.
We'll leave it at that. Joe Listingi, Brad Blakeman. Gentlemen, good to see you both.
Thank you.
Join us tonight for the Strategy Room special online coverage beginning at 8:45 p.m. Go to foxnews.com/SOTU. Hope to see you then. I'm Greg Jarrett. Thanks for watching.